On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, lie. Here we go.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
47. Let's go, kill. Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Here's Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. JT Tuimoloau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just shut something down and pump the football.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. He's to the 15. And all the way down to the 5. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
A gain of 62 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 38 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember, and Prescott, his 3rd interception. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
Has absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league.
So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
54, line in. 47. Hey, 47. Here we go, 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Well, back foot throw there is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah, here we go. I check the ball. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott now. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
11,
Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario that we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go, line in. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line in. Here we go, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, tomato. There we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jags have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0. 42. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They got to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The 43-yard line.
Prescott. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, easy. 11.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles. Travis Hunter, 70 yards. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To throw is Prescott. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Yeah! Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. 47. 26.
They'll drop the throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hey, go.
Going quickly here to Thomas. Now he's loose again. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go, let's go. I'm red.
Now Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, field kick. Go. Hey, line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Red, 23.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit, the clock. And now here is another interception. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
72. Cowboys 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And my goodness, another interception. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, sing. Hey, so go, let's go. 11, Agate.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half, so where do they go from here? And now here's another interception. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone, and they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The 2 good plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Now those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Hey, run! Hey, Ginger. Zach! 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the balls are right.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, our coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott yet again. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Cowboys are able to claw one back. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll try and run again with Blue. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
There's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvin and Overshown.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now here's another interception. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Go. Go. Let's...
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Jags look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the card. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to at least get one score back. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, a lot of big grins, I think, from people and their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Lawrence will throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The 20, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 47 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Kemp, red, 23. Here we go.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. And they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There is no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Hey, here we go, 47. 180. Hey, count. 47. 20, take off.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point safely through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11.
And the Jaguars first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds He's taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Take right open. Lisa 20. Go. 13. So 11, ag X.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Prescott now. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.